Welcome back to the Goal2Go podcast, man. Episode 36, NBA playoffs right here, man. We got the playing game right in front of us right now. The Bulls, Raptors sitting at 37-32, man. Raptors up. Had the playing games yesterday. This episode, we got a segment, Hot or Not. We're going to talk about those playing games yesterday, who we like tonight. And then we're going to talk about like our favorite matchup here in the first round in these NBA playoffs, man. So we're gonna kick it off, Hot or Not, bro. You might as well start this week.
Well, this first one is probably one you have, but I know it'll be a fun one for you. So, Hot or Not, it's time for the Miami Heat to rebuild.
Might not be a hot take, or it might be not a hot take, bro. Like, let's be honest, the Heat, they're sitting there right now, bro, losing to the Hawks, who've been 500 the whole season. One of the main problems for the Heat has always been rebounding and scoring. Scoring wasn't too bad last night. Got killed on the boards. I think they had like 30 more boards than the Heat. Something crazy like that. Might have been close, 20. Heat got out rebounded. Didn't matter if Bam was boxing out Capella. He just went over the top, grabbed it over him. We know Bam to be undersized. Capella is also kind of an undersized center. He's at like 6'10", Bam at like 6'8", 6'9". So similar in height, but I'm not going to lie, though. If Jimmy hit last night, he was smoking a bunch of layups. If he just hit some of those, might be a game you win. Hero had a decent game. Kyle Lowry came out the depths of the water and put on a show because he was the only one hooping. There's really no depth to the team. You look at it, it's just a bunch of guys like Max Strus is out there just getting cooked on defense. It's just tough, man.
Yeah, those are names like that would be good, like 7 and 8 options on the team, not like third or fourth.
Yeah, it's basically what it is.
Yeah,
and it just might be time, bro. Like Tyler Hero, we gave him this bag. Duncan Robinson sits on the bench. You said it last night. He's getting paid how much?
Yeah, that's
like he's not even touching the court. So it might just be time, man. It might be time. Dame kind of over there, unhappy in Portland. Maybe you see them make a move over there, but.
So you think they ship off Jimmy? I think at this point, if you want to do anything big, like it would have to be like around trading Jimmy Butler.
If you can figure out how to trade Hero in that package. Might as well.
So you would trade Butler and Hero?
Oh no, not both of them, but like
just one or the other.
Like, yeah.
Or
Jimmy
what about Bam?
He just have no big man, so I don't know what they're getting in return.
So,
like, there's literally it's just Bam. Like you got Plumlee on the bench. Like
Kevin Love couldn't turn back the clock and grab a rebound.
Hell no, it was terrible. Kevin Love chucked up that 3. Bricked.
Led the league in rebounds at one point. Couldn't grab one last night.
I mean, yeah, he used to dominate over there in Minnesota's rebounding.
And in Cleveland, too.
Yeah, it was a tough scene to watch if you're a Heat fan. Definitely did not enjoy it. Every time they got a little life 6-point game, 9-point game, second chance points, board, put back, like, and one. DeJounte Murray getting to his bag. Yeah.
And the one thing I didn't really understand is like why they didn't attack Trae Young more on defense. Like coming out of
Max Strus.
Well, like coming out of you can get the switch. Coming out of halftime, like Tyler Hero, like right out the half, like we were in the party chat talking. It was like he hit like that big 3, and then he came down and hit another shot. It was like Tyler Hero started cooking out of half, and then like after that, it was like they just stopped looking for Trae Young, bro. Like not really. I don't know. And then Jimmy, every time he went to make a layup, like Clint was right there, and just like.
2 plays in a row, he got
was a
swatted.
Beast in the paint, bro. Like, looked like he was back there in Houston, man, with Harden.
Nah, Capella, he's always been a presence in the paint, man. And last night, he blocked Jimmy on 2 consecutive offensive possessions. That's when I was like, yeah, it might be done. Like, Jimmy getting blocked twice in the paint. He'd get to the rim, just miss. Bam would miss. It was bad. Something's got to get going. Game plan. I don't know what it is if you're Spoelstra. Don't think it really matters. You play the Bucks.
Yeah.
So
can they win one against the Bucks?
It's gonna be interesting. I don't even know, man.
They're gonna need a 2020-esque collapse from Giannis again.
2020 collapse and 2020 Jimmy. Like, that's what they're gonna need, bro. Him hunched over on the side. Like,
if neither one of those are happening, then I don't think that he have a chance.
Yeah.
All right. So my second one is about the second game that happened last night. So hot or not, neither Anthony Edwards or Carl Anthony Towns can be number one options.
I'm gonna say it's a hot take. Just for the fact that number one options, like, yeah, LeBron's a number one option. He has AD though.
Or number one option on a playoff contending team.
Yeah. I'm still sticking with my answer, just for the fact, I mean, Cat's been the number one guy for the past 6 years. Never really had any help with it. You get Ant like kind of first time showing out, playoff time, and he probably had a little bit of the jitters. Like, he shot like 3 for something.
I think he was 3 for 17, 0 for 9 from deep.
Yeah, he's not really a true shooter, so kind of expect that coming into the playoffs, but. Obviously, you want him to knock down some shots, make some plays for you defensively. You know he's giving you that effort, had a big block in the first half. So when you look at it, they could be number one options, but they need to have a strong pairing. Kind of like, I mean, LeBron is on another level, but AD, like, he's a number one option too. Like, you might need those 2 number one options to click. And for Ant, I just think he's still extremely young right now. But he still has some time. They got another game. He's a streaky player, always has been. I mean, even in his highlight, what was it, like 2-3 nights ago, where he got the block, came down, threw a turnover. They get the ball back, and he puts up and one lay. Like, that's the type of player he is. Like, he's going to be really good, or it's going to look really down, and you kind of question it. That's just the type of player he is on the court. So I'm going to say they could be number one options. Cat, I mean, his clock's starting to wind a little bit more. He's getting late 20s, 30s. I'm not sure exactly how old.
I think he's like 27, 28. Like 28.
Yeah, he's 27. He was born in 95. So he's turning 28. But yeah, I mean, they could kind of be number one options. Last night was just a collapse. And you could kind of blame that on your boy Slow-Mo Anderson.
Let's not even talk about that, bro.
But they still got a shot. They got the winner of tonight's game in the West between the Thunder and the Pelicans. And they could still come out. And honestly, I would rather play the Nuggets. I don't know if that's just
Memphis?
Yeah.
There's no way you would rather play the Denver Nuggets than the Memphis Grizzlies.
The Nuggets never showed me anything.
Bro, the Grizzlies have no Steven Adams, no Brandon Clark. Like, Ja hasn't really... He's still hooping, but, like, you know, that little incident back in February with the gun, like, Jaren Jackson Jr. is going to have 5 fouls in the second quarter. Like, I mean, what is Dylan Brooks going to do?
He's going to play his Draymond role, man.
And that's not going to win you games.
It does for the Warriors.
Yeah, because you have Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. There's no way you'd rather play the Nuggets than the Memphis Grizzlies right now, who are literally depleted, bro.
I would. I would.
Why, bro?
Bro, the Nuggets don't scare me. Like, you're not scared of the Nuggets, bro.
I think you would be more scared of them than the Memphis Grizzlies.
We'll see, man. I bet. Well, I mean, the Lakers kind of unfair, the 7th seed, but I would rather play.
Now I can understand you saying some matchups are better, but in terms of just teams overall, like, bro, the Nuggets are completely healthy. Jokic is probably going to be the runner-up MVP, but playing at an MVP level, Michael Porter Jr., he's like, you know what he's going to bring? He's just going to shoot lights out.
Jokic has always played at an MVP level.
Okay, last year they had no Jamal Murray, no MPJ. The year before that, they lost in the Western Conference Finals.
Bro,
the Grizzlies have never proven anything. They lost in the second round last year.
I just like them more. Bro, I'm just saying, I'm not scared of the Nuggets. Like, the Grizzlies have more of a chance than the Nuggets to compete in the West. And
what the fuck? So you're saying the Grizzlies? You like the Grizzlies to come out the West before the Nuggets?
Before the Nuggets, yeah.
So you will put the Grizzlies to have a better chance of win the championship over the Nuggets?
Yeah, I don't think the Nuggets have a chance, so it's not saying much.
Hell, bro, you're tripping, bro.
The bottom of the West is better than the Nuggets.
There's no way you're saying this shit right now, bro.
We'll see, bro. We'll see. The series starts next week.
Bro, I just don't know what to say. Fam, the Grizzlies are younger. They have less experience, more injuries, and more question marks than the Nuggets.
Bro, yeah, we know what the Nuggets are, and they're not a championship team.
You can't say that. It's a different team this year.
It's the same old Nuggets, bro. If they win
Fully
the championship,
healthy.
you could clip this, bro, and clearly none of my bets have been hitting lately, so the Nuggets might win the championship now. But
Bro, this might be one of the dumbest things you've ever said, bro.
Bro, what do you like, bro? I don't get it.
Fam, I understand you saying, like, you don't like them, like, to come out the West and there's teams above them, yes, but there's no way you like the Grizzlies over them, bro.
No, I just said I'd rather play the Nuggets. They don't scare me, bro.
Bro, I said, do you like them over the Grizzlies? Or I said, do you like the Grizzlies to come out the West before them? Like, do you like the Grizzlies over the Nuggets?
Probably,
you
bro,
said yes.
because no one's scared of the Nuggets.
And who's scared of the Grizzlies right now?
I'd be more scared of the Grizzlies than the Nuggets.
Why?
Bro, because I know what the Nuggets are, bro. They're
No. Okay, I understand that, but what on the Grizzlies makes you like
Nothing,
afraid
bro. It doesn't
or
matter.
more scared?
I'd just rather play the Nuggets.
Right. You got it, bro. You're not even saying anything, bro. You just saying you rather play the Nuggets.
I
Not
just
even
personally,
explaining it.
bro. Like I don't get it. I'd rather play the Nuggets.
Like, you're not even saying why. You just saying you just rather play the Nuggets.
We know what the Nuggets are, bro.
This season, like, yeah, one of the best teams in the league.
They're the best team in the league every year, bro. They're always a 1 seed.
They was a 6 seed last year.
Okay, last year. What about like the last 3 years? They were 1 seed, 2 seed.
Okay, and
Bro.
the year before that, they made it to the Western Conference Finals in the bubble.
Bro, the bubble. I'm not scared, bro. The Heat made it to the finals in the bubble. Look where they are, bro.
Okay, and then
It's the same
They
team.
made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Like, they
And
were
they
a good
lost.
team.
And now look at them, bro.
Okay,
We talked about shipping out their players.
and the
bro.
Denver Nuggets are a 1 seed.
And they're gonna be talking about shipping out their players next season.
Who they gonna ship out, bro?
Jamal Murray, somebody, bro.
Nah, you're tripping, bro. There's no way you rather play the Nuggets than Memphis Grizzlies, bro.
Anyways, hot or not,
Go
man.
ahead, bro. Ask me this shit, dog, because you tripping.
Hot or not, the Heat are not making the playoffs.
I'm gonna say that's not a hot take. We saw how they looked against the Atlanta Hawks last night. They just looked flat offensively, lost defensively. I've never seen. All the threes they were taking were just open. Sadiq Bey in the corner just looked automatic every time he shot it. Little Trae Young behind the back pass, like he's just getting flashy on him in the second quarter, just no fear. He's driving to the paint, the shortest dude on the court. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm taller than Trae Young, and he's getting it done at 3 levels. So
Blowing right past Max Strus.
yeah, so I mean, right now the Raptors are up 10 against the Bulls, and I don't like that matchup at all for the Heat. All those wings the Raptors got, they can throw like in 1 through 5 at Jimmy Butler, and they're like all Bam's height. They can all guard the perimeter. Tyler Hero probably won't have a good game, won't be able to get a shot off just because of their defense. So there's going to be questions there, and then if they match up against the Bulls, like, once again, you got those wings of Levine and DeMar DeRozan, and then Vucevic, who is not, as dominant as Clint Capella in the paint, but he's more skilled offensively, and another player who can grab boards,
Good rebounder.
So he could kind of give you those same problems. So these are just 2 kind of tough matchups for the Heat, and the Heat really don't seem to have like a big home court advantage. Like, we were talking about it yesterday. Like, the game started, like, the crowd just looks empty, and you're like, oh, the Heat fans are like a second half team, and they do kind of show up a lot more in the second half. But I mean, at that point, like, the game is like
Down
damn
20.
near like already out of their hands. They're trying to come back, so it's tough, man. But even if they do make the playoffs, I mean, they're not beating the Bucks, so not a hot take.
Yeah. Hot or not, Lakers Grizzlies is the best first round matchup.
That's a good one. I'm gonna say that's a hot take though, because in the East, I think the best first round matchup is gonna be the Cavs and Knicks, especially if Randall comes back and he's healthy. Add another element to that series. But just on both of those teams, there's just a bunch of players that kind of, play their role specifically, and they play it really, really good. Like on the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, what he's done for that Knicks team this season. I think he's like a plus 10 win differential this year for them. So he's been super, super good. Probably going to be an All-NBA player. And if not him, then definitely Julius Randle. He's been a lot more efficient this year. And the acquisition of Josh Hart, he's like a fucking guard averaging 8 rebounds a game. Like, that's insane. So, you got one of those scrappy players that'll come in and do anything that Tibbs loves. Emmanuel Quickly might win 6th man of the year. He's a spark plug off of the bench. You know what he gives you offensively. Mitchell Robinson, good, decent rim protector, decent rebounder, but he's a presence in the paint. And then you look at the Cavs side of the ball, that backcourt, they're an insane duo. Donovan Mitchell, we know what he does in the playoff, man. He turns up, That's like what he lives for. So he's going to give you 30 a game. Darius Garland, he can create his own shot. Evan Mobley, questionably defensive player of the year. He's had a really good season this year. And, he's come along offensively as well. And then, Jared Allen, he's a presence in the paint. So a lot of things in that series that match up well. And then the sleeper series that I think could compare with the Lakers and Memphis Grizzlies is, I think that Warriors and Kings series will be really fun. A lot of offense in that series. A bunch of points being scored.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of which, hot or not, the Kings will get bounced in the first round as a 3 seed.
That's tough because the Kings have had just such a good season this year. The best offense, they're the 3 seed, they're lighting the beam every night. They're having De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis they're going to be all NBA players. They've been dominant. Fox has been the clutchest player in the league by far. So, what the Kings have done this season is you don't want to take anything away from them, but it just sucks that they got the Warriors first round, man. I think last year was the best scenario of things that could go wrong for the Warriors, and they still won a fucking championship, bro. Now somehow they one-upped it this year in the offseason, Draymond punching Jordan Poole, and then Curry missing a bunch of games, and then Andrew Wiggins off the court stuff. But if there's one team in the league that has told us yeah, we can go through adversity all regular season, but come playoffs we're locked in and no team can beat us, it's the Warriors. So I think the Warriors end up winning the series. Like I just said, I think it'll be a lot of offense, a lot of scoring. But, hopefully, if Andrew Wiggins comes back and is at that level he was before and was that, key wing defender for them, I just think the Warriors can give the Kings some trouble on defense. Draymond Green, he's always a really good defender. He sets those guys up. And Klay's been back, man. He's looked healthy. He's played really good down the stretch, especially when Curry's been out. So I just think that, veteran experience, the Warriors know how to win games in the playoffs, and I just think it shows. And I think it'll be a good series. Might go 6, possibly 7 games. I think about 6. Kings definitely win a few at home. They've been a really good home team, and the Warriors can't win on the road. But it's a different scenario in the playoffs. So I think the Warriors get it done.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be one of the better series. The Kings actually come in as underdogs as a 3 seed. It's the first time since 1980 that they do so. Any 3 seed, not just the Kings. But apparently for the series, average Warrior ticket is $100, $200, maybe $150, something like that. And a Kings average playoff ticket is $450. They haven't been in the playoffs in 10 years. What was it? Something crazy.
The Kings?
Yeah.
They haven't been in, I think it was 10, 11 or 10 years, something like that. I think 03, 04 is the last time they made it.
Yeah, so that would be 20 years. In 19.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it is like 20 years. I'm sorry, not 10. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's like 20. It was the longest professional like sports organization playoff drought. That like the Kings had it.
Yeah, so Sacramento, man, definitely deserve a shot at the playoffs. You touched on De'Aaron and Sabonis, but it is going to be a lot of star power and veteran presence for the Warriors. So we'll see how it comes down. If the Warriors can get a win on the road, then I think they got it. But the Warriors, we know they're terrible road team. So it's time to see if they can get one on the road in the playoffs. So I think it's gonna be an interesting.
But right now the Warriors have the second best odds to win the West. So I'm gonna just read you right now because I've just pulled up this chart of like the current odds to win the West, like of all the teams in the playoffs. So right now, Phoenix is 1, and this just shows how crazy the fucking seeding is, bro. Number 4 seed Phoenix Suns are the current like favorites to win the West. The 6 seed Warriors are number 2, and then Denver's at number 3. They're the 1st seed. 7 seed Lakers is the 4th best odds. Grizzlies number 2. They slide all the way down to 4. 5th seed Clippers slide down to 6, and then the 3rd seed Sacramento Kings are all the way down at 7, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just shows you that Vegas values playoff experience, bro. That's basically what it is.
Playoff experience,
which
who's been
matters.
Trending up with that experience too. Like the Lakers, they had a terrible start, like whole first half, like. Mm-hmm. So you break it down now the Lakers get hot. AD, Bron,
and they have LeBron, who's literally played like more playoff minutes than like guys' entire careers. You feel me? So that experience, like you just can't beat it, bro. And then the Warriors, we know what they're capable of. And then the Suns, you got Kevin Durant. He's proven it on every single level. Chris Paul just made the finals last year. He's a winner. And then Devin Booker. Or not last year, 2 years ago, excuse me. So guys that have, they've made deep playoff runs. And then your favorite team, Denver Nuggets at number 3, they've made some deep playoff runs. But I do agree when, like, they have to prove more in the playoffs. But we'll see.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, man. Jumping into those playing games yesterday, I feel like we kind of touched on the Heat a lot already. So going to keep it short. Got to grab a rebound. Got to be able to score, which probably Raptors up 11 right now at half.
Van Vliet just hit a half-court shot before halftime.
No. Half-court heave. That was no backboard.
No. On Caruso.
It was double team. DeRozan. Yeah.
Boy, Van Vliet snapping.
And for the Heat, I'd be more scared to play the Raptors. You said it, those wings, their ability to defend and grab boards is just going to kind of outmatch the Heat. Tyler Hero, when he sees a big-time defender, he starts wearing small-time shoes and becomes a shell of an NBA basketball player. So the Heat definitely have it in for him. The Bulls a little bit better of a matchup, regardless to say they played, like I said, the Bucks in the first round. So chalk it up how you want. They need a basketball god to answer their prayers, even if they get to the playoffs. Like, you got to beat the Bucks. So, Heat fans, man, 305. I'm still going to be fighting till the end, but it doesn't look too hopeful.
Yeah, it was a tough game to watch. It felt like the Heat were just I think they were down the entire game. I think they were up 2-1, and that was the last lead they had the whole game. So it was just tough, man. That offense is just lackluster, man. It looks like if it's not going through Jimmy, there's really no one else out there that can create their own shot. And I know Tyler Hero had a pretty good game, and you got some decent shooting from like Max Strus and Caleb Martin had a nice dunk or whatever. But it's just, these are all names that like you don't think of when you hear like playoff team, like playoff contenders. Like, you just need a little more to get you over that hump. And I don't know, the Heat just kind of seem like they're flatlining where other teams, like we mentioned in the West, like those teams with that experience. I mean, we know the Bucks, the Sixers, and the Celtics, they're like kind of trending up, whereas the Heat are kind of just, they're flat. Like, and we talked about this, like they made no moves at a deadline or in the offseason. Their like biggest move was like buying out Kevin Love. Like, what is that really gonna do for you? So it's just tough, and I do think honestly, like they gotta make some shit shake, bro, because you can't just keep running the back with this team, or you're gonna be exactly where you're at, bro, in the play-in 6 seed, 7 seed, and possibly out the playoffs. So it was a tough game last night for sure.
Yeah, Max Strus had a whopping 3 points. Bam with 12. Kyle Lowry, the only player that came to play, 33.
Yeah, Hero had like 26.
26.
Jimmy had 21.
Yeah,
on Jimmy, inefficient shooting.
Yeah, Jimmy had terrible shooting.
Free throw, you know.
Oladipo, he logged 9 minutes. Defensively, knows what he brings, Oladipo. But that's about it these days.
I mean, will he even be in the league next year? Like,
I don't know. He plays, bro. His defense, like I watched him play defense, and his on-ball defense is amazing, but his offensive bag is just not there anymore.
He just hasn't been the same since that injury.
Yeah, it's just not there anymore.
It's unfortunate.
Kevin Love played a whopping 3 minutes. Cody Zeller 4. He ran Jimmy to the ground with 38 and Bam with 41 minutes. Like,
yeah,
it's asking a lot of these guys. Lowry, you get him to drop 33. And if you told me that, I'm like, the Heat got to win. Like, there's no way around it. He got to win.
Yeah, Lowry's contributing.
That was hardly the case. 2.0 boards for Kevin Love. You love to see it. The second playing game, the Lakers
was a lot better, a lot more exciting.
You know, it was crazy, bro. I went to sleep, I think, at halftime, maybe a little bit after. And the Lakers were down. I'm like, oh, double digits. Like, it might be done for the Lakers. Like, they're playing that next playing game. And I wake up, and I see what the fuck is AD doing. Like, almost blew the game. Like, that's the only thing I kept seeing. I'm like, bro, where's the clip of him selling? But I was watching highlights for the second half this morning. I mean, Mike Conley, great day for him. Cooked.
Yeah.
And if you told me
it's looking Mike like Conley, the Lakers should have went with Mike Conley instead of D'Lo at the trade deadline. That's what it was looking like.
Facts. I expect D'Lo to show up. Well, definitely needs to show up better than he did last night. But Schroeder got in his bag. LeBron obviously did his thing. AD grabbing boards, dropping 25. I think he dropped.
Yeah, something like that.
So you get the production from Schroeder. Lakers dangerous. You get D'Lo to put up some decent numbers. Like, that team might be unstoppable. For the Timberwolves, we talked about Ant Edwards. Horrible shooting night. Mike Conley, only one that really got it hot. Kyle Anderson didn't score in the second half. So, like for the Heat, these are guys that they kind of rely on. Not big names like Slow-Mo Anderson. He's known for being the slowest player in the league. So they're going to need him to step up for the winner of this playing game tonight between the Thunder and the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Regardless, LeBron, AD in the playoffs, something you don't want to see. It was definitely a good game. Sent to overtime because of the AD foul. But Conley hit them 3 free throws. I know he was scared on that first one.
Yeah, the first one looked a little iffy. I think he hit front of the rim.
Front rim, yeah.
But I think, I was listening to a couple podcasts, watching sports talk shows and stuff, and it's like it seems like the discourse around the Lakers today is kind of negative, and it's like, damn, the Timberwolves didn't have their best defender in Jaden McDaniels. They didn't have Rudy Gobert, and they barely beat the Wolves in OT, but I think this was a really good win for the Lakers. They were down I think it was double digits or whatever. And I think in the third quarter when the Lakers started to make that comeback, LeBron wasn't even in the game. And I think that's big for the Lakers where you have these other guys, Reeves still being aggressive, getting to the free throw line. He had a nice and one. You saw Dennis Schroeder. He was getting, his shot off. And then Anthony Davis was attacking in the paint. He was being aggressive as well. Rui Hachimura had a pretty good game as well. He's going to come in, he's going to hit that mid-range shot. It looks so nice.
Big 3 in overtime.
A big 3. So these are guys that are role players, but they kind of stepped up in the moment where you have some question marks where, Hachimura, he's been on the Wizards his entire career. He's never been in, a stage as big as this. Reeves has never been on a stage as big as this, some of these guys were, a lot of question marks of will they step up in the moment, And they might have been in playoff games or moments like this, but I mean, you're playing for the Lakers. You got LeBron James on your team. There's never been more eyes on you. So I think the Lakers role players played a really good game. And LeBron, he was kind of, slow to get started in the first quarter, in the first half, but really turned it up at towards the end of the game. Hit that big three to tie it up. Had some questionable turnovers, and I think there was one play where he was running. It looked like it was about to be a fast break, and he just couldn't hold on to the ball. Went out of bounds, and that's a turnover. But all in all, down the stretch, LeBron, people gonna criticize him for passing it on the last play, but it's the right play to make, bro. It's the smart basketball play, passing it to a wide open shooter in the corner. Like, that's the play you make. So, I mean, and then Anthony Davis closing out Mike Conley. Like, that was just a stupid-ass foul, bro. I don't know why he did that. But ultimately, I think if the Lakers are going to want to win games in the playoffs, and I think they can beat the Memphis Grizzlies, then it'll be interesting to see who they play in the second round. If it's the Warriors, that's going to be a great second-round series, Lakers versus Warriors. That shit'll be crazy. But, I mean, the Lakers are going to have to win these close, hard games, hit their free throws. They were great from the line last night. They hit all their free throws when it mattered. I don't think the Lakers are going to be able to blow teams out, bro. Like, they just don't have the firepower for that. They're going to play hard defense like they did. I don't think the Wolves didn't score for, like, the last 6 minutes of the game besides Conley's free throws or something like that. So they're just going to play really, really good defense, and they're just going to have to, grind it out and hit those tough shots, and they're going to be in these low-scoring 102, 108 games, I think. So unless a team can find a way to blow the doors off the Lakers, I think the Lakers have a shot to be in every single game just because of their defense they play. And they got the big-time players like LeBron, who's going to make the right play in the clutch, like Anthony Davis, who can get a bucket whenever he wants. So, I mean, it was a really good series. Or not a series, really good playing game. But I think the Memphis Lakers series will really be a fun one.
Yeah, I think it will too, man. They said they need Shannon Sharp courtside for each one of those games.
Oh, you know he's going to be there. Right? Come on, dog.
Talking to the shit. All right, I did want to say one more. Oh, it was a 10-point game with 9 minutes left in the fourth, and the Lakers obviously came back.
Yeah.
Trailed double digits less than 10 minutes to go in the game. Kind of don't think momentum's on your side. They got a big play, I think, with maybe it was an and one when they were trailing or lay, but it got the momentum going, swinging towards them, and you know the rest.
Do you think the Denver Nuggets are like kind of relieved, so to speak, that they don't have to play Lakers in the first round?
Yeah, I would.
They get to duck them.
I would.
Yeah,
100%. Like,
I think that would have been a bad matchup for them.
Yeah, because then you got AD on Jokic the whole game. Mm-hmm. Guy that can defend. He can move, keep up with Jokic.
And I think he'll be able to take advantage of him offensively,
exactly.
too.
Just back him down. Like, I think that would have been...
The Nuggets will be able to beat the Thunder or the Pelicans or the Timberwolves, whoever they play.
They will.
They'll beat them, yeah. But the Lakers would have been...
But...
That's who they didn't want to play in the first round.
I just don't think... I don't see the 8 seed coming out the West at all.
No.
And I don't see the 8 seed coming out the East at all, really. But,
hell no.
So, these teams that are
Unless it was the Lakers. The Lakers was the only team.
The Lakers would have been and then that 7-2 series still would have been good. I think the Grizzlies obviously would have gotten it against the T-Wolves. But...
that would have been fun to see John and Ant go at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Two similar play dunks.
Styles. Yeah, fast break.
Who's the most athletic? Yeah, that'd have been fun.
It really would have, bro.
Who's the bigger thug?
I didn't want to be the one to say it, man. I didn't want to be the one.
You go with Anthony Edwards, man.
Yeah, he's
the one actually from Atlanta.
Yeah. Fam, when he dropped that, what was that freestyle he dropped in the car, bro?
Oh, I do, yeah.
A little baby freestyle, bro.
Yeah. He also says something else in the car, but we won't touch on
that. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
What happened?
Man. Bro, this is not sports related. You see their the boycott though they got on Budweiser nowadays.
Oh my god. Yes, I have seen that.
All right,
I've seen it.
I just want to know.
You're not fucking with the cans, bro.
I don't care. bro, like, what does it matter? They should drop the price a little bit for. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'm going to buying in bulk.
Oh man.
Have beer for days. But yeah, other than that, man, playing games. Who do you like tonight? I like the Raptors. I think they're the better team.
Yeah, they're up.
I think we can agree on that. Yeah, they're up
11
at
halftime.
So, Thunder, Pelicans, man.
I think that'll be a good game. BI's been playing out of his mind towards the end of the season recently. He's been playing really, really good. Will you get CJ McCollum? Not sure. Zion isn't playing. Saw an interview with him recently, asking him, like where he's at, like, what's going on, like, how he's feeling. He basically just said he doesn't want to play. Like, he was like, oh, my body's there. Like, physically, I'm there. He's like, I'm healthy. He's like, but if I play, he's like, I just be in my own head. Like, so he's basically just saying he just doesn't want to play. So,
yeah, not mentally ready.
Yeah, not too sure. He said he'd be better supporting his teammates from the sideline than in the game. Not too sure what that means. Then he tried to say he was like a big competitor. It's just tough with Zion because when he's on the court, at Duke, even in New Orleans, we saw what he's capable of. We've seen the flashes. He's an all-NBA player. He's an all-star, prolific scorer, really good player. It's just, off the court stuff. So, I mean, Herb Jones, he's really, really good on the perimeter. Trey Murphy, he's got his 3-ball falling. But, I mean, the Thunder are just such a fun team, bro. Like, I think, bro, on their entire starting five, I think everyone is younger than us except Shea. And he's like a year older than both of us, bro. He's like 24. Everyone else is like 19, 20 on that team. So they're just such a like young, fun team, great energy, they're going to bring. And then I think when it comes down to it, SGA is the best player in this series. And I think the Thunder pull it off, man. I think the Thunder win. And then, so they will go on to play the Timberwolves, which would be an interesting game. But I think the Thunder win tonight and knock out the Pelicans.
Lou Dort is 23. So.
Oh, well, yeah, he's our age, 23.
Yeah. I might be older than him still. So I agree with you. Shea's definitely the best player in this series. Mm-hmm. B.I., I mean, he's talented, but Shea coming out party this year, I think should be really up there in the conversation for MVP, but being that he's on the Thunder and they're in a playing series, like, it's just not possible. He's averaging 30 plus, I think 5 and 5, something like that.
Yeah.
But you think about this Thunder team, you've been talking about it. Oh, they got all these draft picks. Just wait. Shea's going to be the guy last year. Kind of, he was all right. Good player.
He just never played he was always injured, bro. He never played a full season. This is like his first like real like full season playing as the guy.
He gets on that court. Now you're starting to look at all these draft picks the Thunder have. Chet Holmgren coming back. He put on a little muscle mass.
I did see that picture.
So now you're talking one of
They'll
the
be
youngest
a fun
teams,
team next year.
Fun team. Youngest teams in the league. A lot of talent. And still with all these draft picks, like, you could probably go get a player that's, play now. Like,
ready to win now, yeah.
Yeah, like, you kind of got the pieces around them. Like, go ahead, start off next year, see what you have in, Chet Holmgren, see what type of role you guys are fitting in, and then see your kind of needs near the trade deadline. It might not be all in that year, but in 2 years, I mean, they could be a favorite in the West.
Yeah, I think the Thunder do have a really bright future. Only thing tonight with the Pelicans that might give them an issue is their size. I think they don't really have a big man. I think Josh Giddey leads the teams in rebounds, like 7 per game. So it's going to be tough. And the Pelicans, they have Larry Nance. They got, like I mentioned, Herb Jones and B.I. He's like damn near a 7-footer. He can score inside as well. So it's going to be tough to see how they protect the paint. But I just think ultimately in games like these where it's just one game, you're winning, you're in, it comes down to the best player, and I'm going to take SGA, man. So I'm going to rock with the Thunder.
Josh Giddey leads the team in rebounds and assists. 7.9 rebounds, 6.2 assists.
Yeah. And it's tough because, I mean, they lost both of their big men, bro. They had Shet, he was out for the entire season, and then Poku also got injured. Their backup big man, who's a solid, backup role player as well. I think he broke his foot or something. He was out for the half of the season as well. So Thunder have been rolling out the ultimate small ball team. They don't really have a big man, so they just got a bunch of wings. Jalen Williams probably gonna be runner up for Rookie of the Year. He's had a really, really good second half of the season. He's been playing. So, I mean, they got scorers. They got people that can shoot from the perimeter. Isaiah Joe's been one of the most efficient shooters this year from three. So, the Thunder can score points. It's just, will they be able to get boards, and will they be able to protect the paint with those big Pelican scorers? And they got a bunch of wings up there in New Orleans. So, it'll be interesting. I think it'll be a good game, though.
Yeah, the Bulls are so down bad right now. They're in a 2-3 zone, and OG and Anunoby just cutting and dunking the ball.
Caruso smoking corner
yeah,
threes.
Van Vliet had a big downtime this year, and he really turned it around.
He started slow this year, but he's had a few nice games down the stretch.
Getting the Raptors to his spot. So, this is going to be interesting. You mentioned the Cavs series over there in the East. I think that's going to be probably one of the best series around the league.
Yeah.
I think that one in the East, and then in the West, there's so many. I mean, you could go Grizzlies, Lakers, grab your popcorn. Suns, Clippers, PG might be ready for game 3 time, they said. So we'll see with that. Kawhi, we know what he can do in the playoffs. Put a franchise on his back and got him a championship.
Out of every first round matchup and all the teams that's playing, what's your one sneaky upset where you can see a team that's not really favored or a lower seed kind of surprising or upsetting a higher seed?
Miami upsetting the Bucks. I don't know. That's my hope, bro. But I mean, are the Warriors? Are we calling them favorites?
I would say yes, they're favorites.
So I guess I would say the Kings. I could see the Kings kind of, and then the Grizzlies, Warriors. I guess the Lakers are favored.
The Grizzlies, Lakers, yeah.
Yeah. So I like the Lakers. I'm gonna lean towards the Lakers. But I would say the Clippers, bro. If PG comes back and
that's a good one,
and Kawhi can get
thinking about
1-1, just even up the series. You get PG back,
yeah,
and now you got two of the. I mean, if you said 3 years ago, those are 2 top wing players, both on the court in the playoffs, they would probably be a favorite in the series, not the underdog.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only because you're going up against KD, D-Book, Chris Paul,
yeah.
So I think that's the one you got to grab your popcorn out for. Let's see if CP3 and the Suns collapse again.
Mm-hmm.
KD, that's an X factor.
I also like the Clippers' depth a lot more than the Suns, because outside of once you get past Ayton, who else is there really on the Clippers? Who can you really look towards to give you valuable minutes and valuable buckets down the stretch in the playoffs? Which might not be that big of an issue because you have Kevin Durant, who's arguably the greatest scorer of the basketball at all time. But, I mean, it's the playoffs, man. And to win the championship, you're going to have a team effort. You're going to need to rely on more than just 4 guys to get it done. And the Clippers have they got a pretty deep bench, man. I mean, Norman Powell, he can come in and give you some really good minutes. Bones Highland, he's streaky, but he's hot. He can catch fire. So they got a lot of guys that can look to. Terrence Mann, he can hit a few threes. There's people on the Clippers that can give you good minutes.
Don't forget him, bro. Don't forget about Russ. Don't forget about Russ.
Your favorite player, Russell Westbrook. He's gonna come in. He's gonna have a chip on his shoulder playing against KD. He's gonna bring a lot of energy. He's been playing with the Clippers really, really good down the stretch. So, I mean, I could see it happening, bro. The Suns, they've only played, I believe, 8 games together fully healthy. Now, granted, they are 8-0 in those games, or 9-0. So they haven't lost when KD's played with Devin Booker and Chris Paul. So it'll be interesting. But the playoffs are a different animal. Will they be able to mesh together well? It'll be interesting. So I think that's a good one. But for me, the one I think I don't think this team will win, but I think they can give the other team issues, bro. And that's the Nets and the 76ers.
See, I was thinking about it, bro, but I don't like it. But I
think the Nets could get maybe 2 games in this series where Harden, he's been an all NBA type of player this year. He's been, leading the league in assists and stuff. But, down the stretch, he's kind of slowed down a little bit. He's had that Achilles injury lingering, kind of messing with him. He just hasn't really looked the same. And then really your only threat after that is Joel Embiid. Now, we know the Nets, they got all those wings. Nick Claxton, he's no, scrub in the paint, but compared to Embiid, it'll be a tough matchup. But, just throw everything you can at Joel Embiid. And then Mikal Bridges, ever since he's gotten to the Nets, he's proven that he can be a number one option on the team, averaging, I think, like 27, damn near 30 points per game. He can get his own shot. Not really, I don't know who's going to guard him on the 76ers. So can we have a Mikal Bridges game where he goes for like 30, maybe 40, and just wills the Nets to a win? And they got Cam Thomas, Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, Joe Harris. Like, these are guys that are able to hit shots down the stretch. So I can see the Nets getting 1 or 2 games, maybe 2 to make it interesting, just because they have so many options. But ultimately, Joel Embiid, he's probably going to win the MVP, and I think, that presence will just be too much and overcome. But, some people, I've seen people say, like, it'll be a sweep, like, the Nets, the 76ers will get, like, the Nets will get 1 if they're lucky, but I think it'll be a tough competitive series. I think that'll be also a good series, but I think you do got to give the edge to Embiid and just what he's been able to do this season. He's unstoppable.
I just don't think the Nets have it.
Yeah, they don't have enough offensively. That's why I don't think they'll be able to get over the hump. But I think they can get 1 or 2 games against the 76ers.
I like PJ to lock them up though.
Yeah, PJ.
Or they could put Tobias out there.
Tobias doesn't really do anything for me.
Yeah, PJ is probably your best bet. He's a little bit slower. Tobias probably got a little more quicker lateral movement.
Yeah, I like Mikal to fuck up PJ.
That's what the Heat are missing, bro. PJ Tucker. He was grabbing all the boards last year.
Yeah, especially against the Hawks. Yeah, a few big games in that first round 1.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying. Like, they definitely could get.
Like, I don't think it'll be a sweep. I think it'll be
I think it's gonna be a gentleman's. Just my opinion. Like,
I think the Nets could get 2.
They playing Cam Thomas at all?
Shit, he'll come in and hit a few.
What type of player is he, bro? He's a
shot chucker.
Shot chucker. That's what it is. You sleep no. Or 76ers got Dwayne Dedman now. That was the only person that could stop Joel last year.
Yeah, you guys were missing him. Oh,
definitely not. He'd just come out there and be useless anyways. But yeah, we could use a board or 2. But yeah, so those are kind of the series we like, man. It's gonna be a fun weekend. I think playoffs start Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday is.
So it's a quick turnaround for that second playing game. So that's why I just like, you got to turn around and play the Bucks, and on short rest, like, you already played Bam 41 minutes for the Heat per se. Like, yeah, he gets a couple of days off between Tuesday and Friday, but now you're talking about just going into a 7-game series and kind of not having that rest the same as the Bucks do.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I think regardless if they had rest or not, I think the Bucks.
Oh yeah, dude,
I
want to know which random player is going crazy against the Heat. But go ahead.
I saw I think it was a post on Instagram or something. I can't remember where, but it was showing like the oldest and youngest teams in the league, and the Thunder were the youngest, like on average, team. I think their average age was like 22, like 22.9 or something like that. And the oldest team was the Bucks, bro. They're like the oldest team in the league. So, do you think this is like the final like hurrah or like the final run with the Bucks? Like the way this roster is like put together right now? Because you saw Middleton. He's been injured. He had a slow season or slow start to the season. He's been banged up. He's not getting any younger. Brook Lopez is like fucking damn near 40, although he had a really good season, but he's getting older. Like Joe Ingles, like these are a bunch of guys that are like up there in age. Even Drew Holiday, he's an older player as well. Like these are guys that are, if not in their prime, like on the downside or on the back end of their career. So do you think like this is the last chance for like this Bucks team to kind of win how they are right now?
So you're saying like their core player, like just their players in general?
Yeah, because
I mean,
they're all old, bro.
They might have one or two left in them. Brook Lopez, I mean, I thought his career was done like 3 years ago. So, I mean, you can never fully write him off. Drew Holiday, right, getting up there with age. I mean, he's been in the league most of our life. Like, so it is a good point to bring up, like, their age with their players. Chris Middleton, yeah, that injury. Let's see, like, next season fully recovered, like how he is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like this is a last year, but with this core players, like you're pushing like the back end, like kind of seeing what you got left in the tank. Like some players are gonna have to move around. You can't keep them all, and it might be time for some of them to go. But I mean, Brook Lopez has been such an essential part. Like that's the player I would move, but it's almost like you can't. His just presence. To not only offensively, defensively, grabbing rebounds, like he's been an intricate part of their success, and I think that's
it
why
helps playing behind a guard like Drew Holiday, who's like probably the best perimeter defender, where he knows where all he has to worry about is just blocking shots and grabbing rebounds. He doesn't really have to do anything other than play his role.
Yep, and for Holiday too, man, he's a tempo pusher, which obviously him and Giannis, like those two guys running the break. Giannis, you don't want to see that. And Holiday, he's got speed for days and can handle the ball and facilitate. So, and for Holiday, like, he's one of those athletic players. Like, you get up to age, like Chris Middleton, he could still have success, like, kind of like a DeMar DeRozan player. Like, he's that mid-range sniper. He go get a bucket. You don't really see him, DeRozan, I mean, he used to be a dunker, but Middleton, not so much. Like,
yeah, it's looked like he slowed down a tad bit this season with the injury. So he's just coming up there in age and stuff. It'll be interesting to see what the Bucks look like, because they'll probably run it back with the same team next year. If anyone does take a step back due to age and stuff. So I think, and Giannis isn't getting any younger, although he's still in his prime and arguably the best player in the league. He's 28.
Yeah, he's probably around there. 28.
Yeah, his game, the way he plays the game is, obviously not helping preserve years on his body. He's a physical, fast, playing downhill player. He's not like Stephen Curry, where he's, finesse on the perimeter, shooting the ball, where you can, play in when you're 35 like that, and Curry at such a high level, because not taking that much of a toll on his body. So LeBron is the outlier. I don't think Giannis is going to be, on LeBron James' trajectory and be able to dominate for 20 years. But I think, while Giannis is still in his prime and still able to, be so dominant the way he plays and so physical and plays so hard, I think the Bucks got to, take advantage of Giannis while he still can do that at such a high level.
I agree. I bet the Heat are kind of up there in age too, but I mean, they got an outlier in UD on the roster, so probably skewed the numbers a little, but that's who I really thought you were going to say. Like, I thought it was going to be the Heat, but they got some young 19-year-old, 20-year-old Bucks out there.
Yeah, like Tyler Hero, he's still young. Bam isn't old.
No, he's still young. He's like 24 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Hero, he's like, what?
21,
23. 22. Yeah. Bam might be like 25, actually. Let me see. I think we're still in. Yeah, he's 25. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, man. These playoffs, Western Conference, kind of looking forward to it more. But that Eastern Conference, I mean, the Cavs, Knicks, that's one to watch for.
Yeah, that'll be a fun series.
And then the West, I mean, you chalk it up anyway. These are all fun series. So, I mean, it's going to be a good time, man. Playoffs coming around. Looks like the Raptors kind of got this in the bag. What are they up, like 12, 13?
59-71, yeah.
Yeah, I can't see the tripod in the way. So it looks like it might be Heat Raptors in that play-in game. I just got to take the Heat. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I think the Raptors might end up winning, but I mean, like you said, I'll just rock with the Heat, man. Shout out Jimmy. Tyler Hero, hometown team.
Jimmy, yeah. I mean, you're
I don't think
on the court play style resembles Jimmy a lot.
Well, Okay, but I don't think, Spoelstra and Jimmy can lose two important games like this back to back. I think they gotta win.
This a legacy moment, huh?
No, I wouldn't say legacy moment, but I definitely would say it's a fork in the road moment where, if one thing happens, it'll definitely affect, how the outcome of the team. If they lose and don't make the playoffs, is Jimmy out of there? Report saying he doesn't want to come back to Miami if they lose. If they win, even if they do win and they get, bounced out by the Bucks, like how will that look? So I mean, at this point, you're just playing to say you made the playoffs. Like, it's really
for a fighting chance, bro. Yeah, that's all it really is.
Yeah.
Regardless, man, we'll see. That game, I think Friday night it's scheduled for.
Yeah.
So we'll see what that, man. Thunder Pelicans tonight. Tune into that. You got anything else, man? Before we
shout out AJ Brown, man.
Sign off. Go ahead, tell the story, man.
It's no real story. It was just he pulled up to FAU today. We was hooping with him, man. Got some good runs with AJ Brown. It was fun. Met him, flicked up.
Go ahead. Tell him the play you hit on him.
Oh, I did, scored and one on him, but unfortunately I called foul. So the point didn't count, but, it still happened.
Bro, I just want to say this guy has never called an and one or like a foul in his life. So he got scared. Big moment, bro.
Wasn't scared.
Down his leg.
It was all pro, 6'2", 220-pound.
You always
receiver.
claiming about how tall you are, bro. Like, you stop acting like you're not an inch shorter than him.
He has like 40 pounds on me, bro. I'm only 170 right now. Like, bro, AJ Brown's he's built, bro. So, when he hit, like, when he fouled me, like,
you felt
I
that
felt
shit,
it,
huh?
pause. But you feel me? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I had to call foul, but, little strength in me. I got it in, but it was fun. He was a cool dude, bro. Played with him. He was talking shit. It was funny,
Yeah, what if you injured AJ Brown, bro? How would you feel?
That would not have happened. I wasn't. I only went at him that one play. That was it, bro. Every other time I wasn't going to injure AJ Brown. What? Are you joking?
Like, bro, I mean, injuries don't happen on purpose, bro. Like,
nah, bro. I would have made that shit would not have happened.
Hey, bro. All I know is he probably got like a no basketball clause in his contract. So you want to tell the Eagles, go ahead, kid.
Clearly he doesn't if he's out there hooping, bro.
Fam, who would actually know he was hooping?
He's just getting good cardio in, man. It's all good. It's not the NBA playoffs, bro. Like, we at the rec at FAU, bro. We just hoping to get some good cardio in, bro. Don't play jail basketball sometimes, bro. Like, bro, no one was playing jail basketball, bro. It was good runs, bro. You feel me? Like, everybody playing at a nice pace. No one doing nothing stupid, no crazy stuff. Good, competitive, easy basketball, bro.
All right, man.
That's what it was.
You heard it here first. FAU gym. AJ Brown, he got the runs, man.
I think we won a game. I think we won the first game. He was on our team. He dined me up. A couple passes to him. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
How did it feel catching a pass from your idol?
I wouldn't say he's my idol, but it was fun playing with him, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, bro.
It's fire,
like,
bro.
Like, I'm not even trying to be like on that or whatever, but down the stretch, he was looking for me. You feel me? Like, he's bringing the ball up. First person he looked to is me. You feel me? So he was showing love, bro. I fuck with AJ Brown. He a cool dude, bro.
Oh my god, I didn't know that part, bro. That shit hilarious.
Damn, I mean,
he was looking for me down the stretch, bro.
Listen, bro, athletes know athletes, bro. You feel me? So I think it was clear. He pointed me out early. Saw that I had an athletic ability to me. Driving to the rack, getting buckets. So he was looking for me, man.
You told him you locked up a 5-star wide receiver as a sophomore in high school?
No, I didn't tell him that. I probably should have told him that we played against Tutu Atwell and I had a good game. Well, he was quarterback at that point.
Amari Richards.
Oh, Ahmad Richards. That was
Ahmad Richards, yeah.
When I was younger. Shout out to Ahmad Richards, man. Hopefully he's doing all right. He broke his neck or something. Stopped playing football. He's probably gonna go in the first round, but he broke fucking Michael Irvin's freshman receiving record or some shit like that.
For real? Yeah. I didn't even know that. But yeah, that's hilarious, bro. I mean, shit. I had Amari Cooper throwing me passes or some shit like Tyreek Hill.
It's Juice, bro, throwing you passes.
Nah, Juice is my favorite athlete of all time. So I'm not sure it's the same with AJ for you, but
nah, It's like if I was hooping with John Wall, maybe.
Yeah, like John Wall. Yeah, someone that
Although I don't know, AJ Brown is up
like
there,
Mike
bro.
Vick.
Mike, yeah, or like D-Jack. He was like my favorite. When
D-Jack.
I
Yeah.
first started liking the Eagles, but nah, AJ, he's up there, bro. In terms of my favorite players.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Smitty might have them beat just by a smidge, bro. I don't know. Something about that Slim Reaper, but
On your favorite list or
Yeah.
hooping? Oh, okay.
hooping, I don't know. I've never hooped with Devontae Smith. Wasn't out there just
think he
hooping
was-
with the entire Eagles
No,
offense.
yeah, but I think there was something like he could hoop or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
I don't know. AJ Brown said he could hit like a MLB fastball or something like that.
I doubt that.
And then didn't he say he could play like valuable minutes for an NBA team in the playoffs? I think
Bro,
he made a
everybody
Twitter
says
something
that.
like that. That's cap. I'm gonna tell you that right now. AJ Brown cannot do that because I was hooping with him. Fuck no. But he's a really good athlete.
Yeah.
He missed the dunk, and then he was like
That shit wasn't a touchdown, huh?
no. He missed the dunk, and he looked around. He's like, damn. He's like, I'm glad nobody was recording that shit. He's like, I got no bunnies.
Hey, they would have took that shit.
I should have
The
went
training
viral,
camp
bro.
week 1, bro. They would have put that in the meeting, bro.
Shit would have been on House of Highlights, man.
Dog. Yo, all right, man.
But nah, he was cool. He was, dapping just up. But it was really like chill. It wasn't like even crazier like that. It was like a few kids there working out and stuff that said like they was fans and dapped up a few jits, took a couple pictures, but it wasn't nothing crazy, bro. It was just hooping.
Nah, yeah. It's not like people were like bombarding him. I mean, bro,
Yeah.
it
It was probably a bunch of people that didn't even know like who he was.
Oh,
realistically.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
You said that one G. He was like, "Oh, you got him." He was
Yeah,
like, bro,
he pointed to AJ Brown. He's like, "Yo, do you have him?" I'm like, "Bro, you mean AJ Brown? Like, fucking all-pro receiver?" He's like, "Oh yeah, oh shit, that is AJ Brown." I'm like, so
Yeah, bro. Anyways, man, let's see if he stays out with them runs, man. If,
yeah, they
he
said
picks
he
you
was there
back
yesterday,
up,
so I don't know.
he might pick you back up on the roster, bro.
Yeah, he might. Nah, if I'm there and he got downs, he definitely gonna fuck with me, bro. That's just, I'm not even tripping, bro.
Anyways, man,
Shout out AJ Brown, man.
appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Go
It's crazy.
pod.
Like the day I meet AJ Brown, it's like the first time I dunked in a minute. So it was just a great day today, bro.
Bro, okay. Are you saying like he gave you some powers or something, bro?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when the vibes are
You
good.
really want to know it? All right.
When the vibes are good and you're feeling good, bro, it's just, you feel me? Things just go well.
He must have been. Never mind, man.
Because he missed his dunk and I made mine. So
You got that, bro. You got that. You had a dunk, bro. Like it was a rim graze. One hand. It had to be a one hander.
yeah, it was in one hand. It wasn't rim grazing.
Yeah. Silence says a lot right there.
It was just a regular dunk, bro. Off two. One hand off two.
One hand off two.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Was it like a cut? Like it was a fast break.
It wasn't in the game. I was just dunking.
Oh.
I tried to do an in-game almost on AJ. It kind of would have been, but he was behind me. Like I tried to do it on a fast break, but it went in and out and I missed.
All right.
If I would have caught a body on AJ Brown,
That's
oh,
not a
man.
body on him, bro.
I'm
You
just
probably
saying.
would have hurt him if he tried to block that shot right there.
Nah, bro, he was swatting shit though, man. Like help side, he was blocking shit.
Bro, what do you expect? This guy's a go up and get him type player.
That is true. Ask the Steelers, man, and the Titans.
Oh my gosh!
Nah, we had a good rest today with AJ, man.
Shout out AJ Brown. Goal2Go pod on TikTok, man.
Sir.
Goal2Go on YouTube, man. You already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. YouTube, like, comment, share. On TikTok, if you're actually from TikTok watching this, appreciate all the comments, man. Keep showing us love. Episode 36. Be back next week with a update on the playoff scenario. Till then, man, peace.